Hello, ITPC. This is Paul from Papa Bear's Nook. Just finishing up my cigar from this afternoon. This is one that I've been enjoying, the Diesel Whiskey Row. Um, got some pre-Halloween stuff. It's October already. Um, a lot of Halloween stuff in the store. I was at my cigar shop to get some cigars for Monday. Got my golf outing, and these came in stock already. These are the Monster Series, the Tortega, and they have the Wolfman. So I really liked this one last year. So I got a nice cologne pairing with that. Nice red cologne. This is Polo Intense Red. This is an Oriental Spicy Cologne. Rush of red ginger, red leather, spicy, and red saffron. What up? What's up, Donnie? So just finishing up the cigar until my laptop loads again. I was all ready and then it started updating. So I'll just start rambling for a little bit. Got lots of stuff going on, with ups and downs with the houses. Thought we had one, then we couldn't get one with the mortgage, and then we went with a different mortgage company and found out we could, but then it sold. So we're going again Sunday to excuse me, to a different house. What up, Patrick? Tortega. Tortega? So you can see that. So a minute, I'll get this video going. This is the Wolfman Monster Series. So they just came out again. I believe, I forgot what they had. They had like the Dracula one, the Mummy, but the Wolfman was my favorite one from last year. So I wasn't gonna get it, but I was gonna get a couple for the um, the golf outing again. Feels like I do these a lot. Um, so Monday we're going golfing. I got some of the Room 101 cigars for the outing. They're a huge cigar. I didn't bring them outside, but they're in my humidor. I'll do a mini clip on Monday on those cigars out on the golf range. So the one I'm finishing up, really nice. There's lots of smoke in this one. The Diesel Whiskey Row. A little bit bitter, but not too much. I got the, what was it, the Gordo 7x70 or something like that. Got two of these Wolfmans, and then this one. So I'm all set for the weekend. I do have another one of these Wolfmans for Halloween. Getting back into my pipe tobacco. Yeah, in a minute. See. Maybe I'll bring it out later after this laptop loads, and I'll tell you a little bit about the cologne. Spray you guys down. Coming in early. Like cranberries, spicy, coffee. That's what I get out of it. And then there's red saffron, red ginger. Doesn't really tote too much on the back. So if you get these tester bottles, it shows a little description on the back of them. Doesn't really show basically gives 3 descriptions of it: top, mid, and dry down. It smells amazing. It was one of my favorite fall time colognes. So I was off again today for another dentist visit. Got this one done. Got that all anchored and ready. So good news is next time I go, um, I got my mold done today for my bridge. So good news is my bones are good, my palate, and I'm able to get a bridge instead of the temporary dentures, at least on the front ones and the side. So I'm happy about that. And then the bottom ones are worse, so I'm gonna have to get the partial for that. But yeah, it's gonna be a whole new experience. I don't like the bridges. I can deal with. But I never had any dentures or anything, so later in the future I'll begin them. But the good thing is, like, if we do get money, or we get HSA, we'll be able to get the implants where the dentures are. So it's just like a temporary fix for that, but a permanent fix for my front teeth. And that's what I was stressed about the most. Like, overall it is expensive, but it's tens of thousands of dollars cheaper going to Temple student dentistry than go my dentist because of our insurance, but that's a whole nother story. So keep the good news going with being able to get the bridge. So it's like a double bridge to do them. My laptop is slowly loading. Then yeah, 6 o'clock is gonna be a short live. In an hour, we gotta go over to church. They're doing the annual blessing of the animals. I did get invited to a high school football game, but it's gonna be tight doing all that. 7. We had nothing to do tomorrow. It wouldn't be a big deal, but celebrating my brother's birthday tomorrow. That's down in Barnegat, so we gotta get there early. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend, and there's a couple other things that I wanted to do, but I'm not gonna be able to. There's the Oktoberfest down by the shore over here, but it's gonna be too much to do that. And Sunday, I got another birthday party. My niece, my cousin, I guess you call it. It's my cousin's daughter. My brother, not dad. Sorry, I might have said my dad. So yeah, happy birthday to your dad, Patrick. My brother's birthday was September 30th, but he's in nursing school / working in the hospital. So he's very, very busy. And then Monday I'm off for our annual golf tournament for the Knights of Columbus. So that's gonna be fun. We got 2 teams this year. One of the guys from work, one team with guys from work, my brother-in-law, and 3 other guys. One of the guys went with us last year. And then I'll be on a team with other brother Knights, so that'll be fun. Yeah, a lot of running around this morning, and lots of painful dental work this morning. My mouth's starting, the numbness from the Novocaine starting to go down. Yeah, my second cousin. So she is the middle daughter. So she's gonna be 7. Can't believe how fast time flies. Our son just turned 2 years old in July. Um, yeah, it's like I said, with the pipe tobacco, I've been back to my Bayou morning. On the weekends, I'll have my Saint Espresso. Weather is getting cooler, so I'll be bringing out the Maltese Falcon again. So it's like up and down with just moving, not moving, moving. So we have all the boxes, nothing's packed yet. So I just don't want to really take out my good pipe tobacco yet. I want to keep that in the cellar. Start packing it up really soon. Like I mentioned, I did have like a box or two of pipe tobaccos I'll be giving away for Christmas. That's a whole nother project. Yeah, so that'll be when we start packing stuff away. I'll put that aside and do a announcement and all that, official announcement, like in after Thanksgiving. So hopefully this house on Sunday goes good. We've seen that drove by a couple times already. Nice yard, nice neighborhood, closer to work and closer to family than the other house we're gonna get. So as long as the inside looks good, got enough space for us, that'll be really exciting to get that place. Like, I love the yard, and it looks like it's got 2 sheds back there, storage shed and another shed. I didn't look in them yet, so I'm not gonna say nothing because I got my hopes up on the last one. Another house that just went down in price in our neighborhood. Hopefully we'll be able to check that one out too if this other one doesn't fall through. And we'll see, because we just want to be in this area around my work, Bridget's work, close to the family. Like, we love these neighborhoods, this area. Like, I still want to stay in Meyer. Oh, I thought, I'm going crazy. I thought my wife was home already. Exactly. That's my goal, Patrick. So I was already doing research because I thought I was going to get the other shed that had the electric. This one, I'm not sure if it has electric. Might have to run an extension cord or something. But like I said, I don't know what condition these sheds are in, if they're even able to fix up, or I'm going to have to rebuild one, which is also an option. So we're looking for optional stuff like sheds and garage and all that. We wanted to make sure that the property, we can put a shed in for storage for tools and stuff, and then also have like a little separate hi Bridget. Yeah, maybe Buffy was cooking dinner, I don't know. It's for you and Jacob and Buffy. I'm just gonna keep spraying this one. I love the smell of this. Alright, our laptop's loaded, so I'll give a little descriptions put this one down. I'll have this in the morning. I love finishing good cigars like this. Alright. Alright, Donnie. Thanks for jumping in. So I got 2 drinks going on. Gotta keep hydrated. So I got my water. And got my sugar-free Red Bull. Alright. So, before I kill too much time here, I'm going to light this one up. Find where this cap is. These are always tough for me to do. There's the first cap. I don't want to take too much off because I've been known to do that. Right. And get YouTube rolling so I can see the comments better. That's something I got to check out to see if we had better internet options over in next town over. So I'm gonna light this up, see what I get, and then I'll read the descriptions as we go. Got all this cedar out here I was gonna light the cigar with, but I'm being lazy today. Hey, Mama Bear.
Hi, Jacob's snoozing.
Oh, okay.
I might have to leave him sleeping and come back home.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go back to work to do that now.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
Patrick and Donnie just went out to the store.
Oh, okay. Well, hi, everybody. I'm going back home.
All right. So, Tatuage, T-A-T-U-A-G-E cigar. Almost got like toasted marshmallows right off the bat. Yeah, last couple weeks have been crazy on Fridays. Haven't really been able to come on live. I want to at least get off a little bit today. Do a little life update. Work is picking up again. Let's see when I go back on Tuesday if people. So we hired a couple people. Gonna be hiring more people. Merged with one of the companies up in Massachusetts. They're coming down here. least their product is. People have the option to come down, 9 people if they want to. So I got moved up a little bit. Is this a part of my father's? I have no clue. So I thought I was done trying different cigars. And of course, on Mondays, the shop I go to is not open, so I found this other one that I've been going to here and there called the Cigar Alley. And it's got more of my favorite cigars, like the Padrones there, different types of Padrones. I wrote off the 1964s because I guess I had just the basic one before. So I've been really liking this one, the Presidente. That was a really solid cigar. Well, yeah, this internet's a little slow today. Sorry about that. Wolfman Red X4. So, yep, you're right. It's got crafted by the renowned My Father's Cigar Factory in Estella. Produced this limited 5,000 boxes. Traces back to the 2008 series. Monsters. These are a new series called Monster Smash 2024. Robusto extra sized version. Doesn't really tell me much about that. Check out Cigar Aficionado. Smells good. It's a lot more earthy, like almost like dirt. The room note, not the taste. Taste is a little earthy. Reloading here. There we go. Sorry. RH is mild. Sorry guys. It's fading out here. Yeah, it's not working. It does have a nice white ash. Yeah, I don't know. Gonna have to wing it here. Alright, so what's going on today? Like I said, I was at the dentist, did some birthday shopping for my brother tomorrow. He loves just to eat, he doesn't really like presents. So we were at this Mexican restaurant last weekend. Um, he wanted to try some good desserts, he wasn't there, so we're gonna bring some tomorrow. Got some bland, some tres leche cakes, pumpkin cheesecake, and a tiramisu. A little sampler of Mexican desserts. And then I'm gonna make him some shrimp and polenta. So I'll make that tonight, heat that up in the morning. So usually when I go over there, I make everything from scratch that day, and pretty much takes me an hour to make. So instead, wife had a good point. Make it tonight, and then just heat up in the morning. It'll actually be better that way. Have the shrimp marinating. Yeah, I can't wait. It's always a great meal. I only make it once a year. Probably should make it more, but it's so good. Yeah, I can't wait either. The desserts and so funny story about getting the polenta. I went to Walmart. Actually, I went to get the Mexican food. and it's in like a Spanish neighborhood. I wasn't even thinking they got a Spanish supermarket right there. I was already on my way to Walmart, and I get there and everything in the Spanish Mexican food aisle is out of stock. So couldn't find polenta there. So I went to ShopRite and got everything there. Like I said, we were supposed to last minute. Friend invited me to a high school football game, but he just mentioned it does look like it's gonna rain, so we'll see about that. This is still not loading. Great. Well, anyway, I can tell you what's in here. So it's got ginger, red ginger, coffee, um, cranberry, and red leather they call it. Definitely lots of cranberry. It's a little bit darker than the regular Polo Red. It's got that nice coffee and leather smell to it. I believe there's saffron in there too. Kind of a Latino theme. I believe it is Latino month in NFL, and somewhere it's Latino month. That wasn't the plan this weekend, but it turns out like I got some started doing like some minor trading in the stock market. Got some coffee holding stock. It's a small cap stock. So I got a couple shares of that. They do like Cafe Caribbean. Um, Aroma something coffee, and a couple like restaurant coffee blends. And so just for the heck of it, I was looking at for that in Walmart. They didn't have it. ShopRite did have one of them. They do sell them at Walmart, but the one by us is not always out of stock, but certain stuff it's like goes out of stock fast. So it looks like comes in like those the bricks like Cafe Bustelo does and La Lavazza. So it's a dark espresso bean. It's not exactly espresso, but it's just darker than dark roast. Latin style coffee. So it'll be mostly for like my mocha pot. Maybe try to pour over with it. And definitely would be good for cold brew. So maybe I'll do a cold brew with that also. I got one of those jars now. Do a cold brew jar. Alright, finally came up. Would you look at that? So the exact notes are cranberry, bud grapefruit, lemon, and saffron. The mid notes, coffee, ginger, lavender, and sage. And the dry down is amber, leather, and red cedar. So I was close. I knew there was coffee in this one. It's nice and sweet, not too sweet. It's got like I guess it's the ginger and the grapefruit. It's so good. Definitely lots of cranberry. right on the top is that saffron. It's nice and airy. Now let's see if I can find this wolf. I just have to watch out. My son's sleeping, so if he wakes up, I have to cut this live off. I wanted to come on earlier, like right around 3:34. I could not wake up, like, could not get motivated. So Red Bull started kicking in. I'm like, let's do my live. Yeah, so like I said, another busy weekend. Lots of traveling. Yeah, so I got into the stock market, like, just because I got the 401k, so I could manage some of my own funds too. So I was basically starting off with oil and silver, but you can make a lot of money, but you have to, like, watch it so closely. Like, each day you gotta make sure you're buying and selling, day trading, which is good in the beginning, but then breaks at work weren't working out, and I've been missing, like, pennies, like 40 cents here, making 50 cents there, so forth. So I eventually did get enough money to, like, upgrade my stocks, and went to like, bigger oil companies like Sinclair, but they go up, and they will go up like $1 and then they lose $2 up. It was getting too much for me, so I ended up moving around my 401k investments and can pick, like, the portfolio that has the higher end companies in it, like Nvidia and that stuff. So I ended up doing that and picking the stocks that oh that we go to any day. So, like, you buy your regular, like, Tim Hortons coffee, and you invested in it, so you get a little money back. So that comes to, since I like cologne and all that, there's a perfect opportunity to get Estee Lauder, which I missed out on gaining by 5 minutes. So I was like, maybe it'll go back up, and it didn't. So I figured I'd just break even and switch to, like I said, the stocks that are in this area, like the stores like Tim Hortons, Popeyes. Thing is, Popeyes, Tim Hortons, Burger King, and Firehouse Subs all in one company. Then, since it was the Christmas season coming up, that's why I did Estee Lauder. So instead, I traded that in for those restaurant companies. I got that, some more of my coffee holdings. That's what it's called, coffee holdings. And what's the other one? Oh, Macy's. So I figured they'll still be like the cologne kind of, but it'll be the whole store instead of just one department. And then I still have shares in oil and Intel and some Bitcoin. So see how that does for a couple weeks. Right now, today, we made a couple dollars, so that was good already. Like the other one was good, but I'd rather just make like a couple dollars instead of like making a lot of money and then losing that same amount of money. I'd rather just slowly gain the money. Well, it took a while to get to, but I think I'm pretty happy with what we have now. Like I said, stores that we'll be going to or in the area that we go to every once in a while, but we change up so much, like whatever we feel like going to. So now we'll just make it a point to go to these stores. That's just like the money's already there. I'm just controlling it manually instead of having it do automatically through Fidelity. It makes it a little more fun, and you can actually control, like, instead of going like Sam's Club, we go Costco. And instead of going Starbucks, we'll go Tim Hortons. Starbucks is expensive. Like their stock and their coffee. Alright, so this finally loaded. It's back to Wolfman. It's like the sequel to an old horror flick. Tataji Cigars brought back the Wolfman in a limited edition. Read all that. The last one. A shaggy foot resembling a werewolf. Got torpedo 7.5 by 52, and blended same as original Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper and Nicaraguan tobacco. Medium to full body, coffin shaped boxes hold 13 cigars. Been producing with horror movie themed cigars since 2008. The other 3 cigars in the Radix Monster series are the Frank, the Drac, and the Base. Doesn't exactly say much about it. Besides that, see if there's any reviews yet. So the RH is getting stronger now. It's not as earthy. It's a little more creamy. So last weekend, like I said, we went to a Mexican store, but before that my dad came over and we went to a driving range to shoot some different clubs that I got in a couple months ago. So I'm getting a lot better at using my new clubs. I will tell you this, I'm a lot better now than I was last year, which is a good thing. So I'm on a new team this year, so hopefully I don't what happened hopefully we do better. We went, we had practice tournament a couple months ago. It was a different team. This time uh, we did a little bit worse, but it was a different, more difficult golf course. So this is gonna be the same one as last year. So, like I said, I got a new driver, new irons, new wedges, or new to me, but not new. So, yeah, I'll be able to hopefully lift up our team this year. We did a little bit. So the team last year is going to be broken up basically. So my brother-in-law and a buddy from work is going to be with two other guys from work, and I'm going to be with the one guy that I played with this past summer, and two other guys that played last year. So my goal, not that difficult, is to beat +6 like we had in the tournament. We did +4 last year, so we get a +3. I'll be happy. Just keep progressing. In 10 years, we'll be on the PGA Tour. I'm just joking. But we're not planning on winning it, but there are some prizes. If we get the longest drive, there's a prize on hole 4, and then hole 8. There's a trip to Ireland. So the team gets the trip to Ireland plus one guest each. For the week. So that would be amazing if we could do that. And you get to play golf out there. It's really fantastic package. All inclusive, so you just got to pay for food. Alright, let me see if I can find this review here. Yeah, it's definitely more earthy, more dark, nice Sumatra taste. It was good. I went from one Sumatra to another one. I wasn't even planning that. I thought I bought a Maker's Mark cigar, but it was the Hennessy one. Wasn't too much of a fan on that one. It a little bitter. The other one was more sweet. I try not to get them too much. The only reason I got the Maker's Mark is I had that at the Renaissance Festival a couple of years ago. I just like that little bit of sweetness with the Sumatra. This one is getting better and better. So I wasn't sure at first. It was a little too earthy. This is highly recommended if you can get any of these. The Mummy one, I don't think they have it this year. I forgot what I read off. It was like a Connecticut broadleaf. But Dracula was good. It was more of a Maduro, but it was a little off-putting for some reason. It was like more, not blood tasting, but like bitter. I'm excited to try the room 101s on the golf course. So the one guy at the lounge, the one time I did stay at the lounge, he was smoking them and it smelled fantastic. I asked him which one he was smoking. He told me, so I picked one up. It took me like 4 hours to smoke it. Not all at once, obviously, but he said he brings them to the golf course and the one cigar lasts all 18 holes. So I'll be bringing that one. And then I'll bring up, I'm not sure the guys smoke cigars over there. I know the one guy does. But, yeah, so I'll have one or two for them if they want to try one. But last time, they all bought their own, so it's a different team. So I always have one or two, but I won't offer them unless they ask this time, because I get a little too giving, and then I'm like, wait, I don't have nothing. Yeah, it's more creamy now. RH is a little more mellow again. So I just finished, I guess, the first third. And but yeah, it's supposed to be an aurora tonight too. Could see all the way down to Alabama. Problem is, it's cloudy again. Yeah, I do like Sumatras. They're neck and neck with Maduros for me. Like when I don't want something as strong as the Maduro, I definitely like the Sumatras. So this is a good question for you, Patrick. I'm kind of new to Room 101. I did see they had a couple other ones in that collection. So the one I got was the Big Payback Maduro, the one with the blue band. They had another Big Payback. I guess it was the original one. Not gonna try that one because it looks like a Connecticut, but I've been surprised with some Connecticut's. And then another one I was gonna try was I think it's the Rocky Patel or Fuente Champagne. I heard a lot about them. Well, that's why I'm not even signed in on YouTube. That's weird. Well, my computer just updated, so I think I cleaned out my web so all the cookies didn't save. Hold on. Or Dominican roll in the dagger. And never. See, I've only had one La Flor Dominica. It was really strong. I loved it. But I really don't have too much experience with that house. Let's see if this works here. I might just have to check these comments on my phone. See, Fuente is like up and down for me because they're a little more money. So it's a house that I don't have too much experience with. Like, I had some that I didn't like. I had some I loved. the point that I'm just sticking with like the ones I like was it 2012, the Oscar Valentes, the Sumatra one, um, the Grand Habanos, the Tiger King. I love them. And then my Padrones. I'm still trying to find my favorite Padrone. I thought I did, and then Donnie told me about all these other ones. I'm like, oh, I like this better. I like this one better. So originally, the number 90 was my favorite. And now I'm liking the number 2. The 1926, number 2, Maduro. Okay.
I'm not bringing nothing. I'll go somewhere.
Bring like a whole tub of holy water.
Just don't put
Mhm.
He's still asleep.
Okay.
So keep it in.
Alright. Shut the door so he comes right here.
Huh?
Shut the door so if he does come up, he'll come over here. Alright, you hear that. So now I'm on high alert. When Jacob comes in, gotta put down this workman. Alright, so YouTube is not working. My laptop is not working. Oh, that's why. Got all these other apps on. Yeah, so pretty much back into my coffee aficionado-ism. We had a small run of Chuck Full Nuts, which is okay, but I prefer the 8 o'clock coffee better. And now trying these new to me coffee blends. Like I like Folgers Black Silk. It's a little pricey. I wanted to get in the point that I do like I'll have my work coffee and then the weekend have something a little bit better. So I did get 3 companies. One is Cafe Caribe. The other one is La Roma, Viva La Roma, something like that. It's an instant coffee. And then I forgot the third one, but they're all under the Coffee Holdings company. So if you guys like Latin style coffees, like the Cafe Bustelo, Lavazza, it's the same category, darker coffees. And then to switch it up, we got some coffee that we got a couple times now from Costco by Kirkland brand. It's the medium roast, and it's fantastic. Wasn't a medium roast fan until I had that one. I've tried all kinds of different medium roast, French roast. Just wasn't my cup of coffee. So I'm excited to try these new Latin coffees. I think they're all Latin ones. I think the one might be Italian. I can't think for the life of me what the other one was. Let's see. Find it. Oh, and then now so like I said, since I have stock in these coffee companies, um, I'm gonna be trying these out that I have. Um, you might have heard of this one, Patrick. The coffee holding company is in Staten Island, New York, on Victory Boulevard. They have exclusive coffee, private labels. Let's see if I can find the list for you guys. And it's a smaller company, like I said, that they sell Walmart, ShopRite. They're more affordable. I've tried different ones here and there. Wasn't a fan of some of them, but then you got, like I said, like the same price range as Cafe Bustelo. I have this Coffee Caribbean, so that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. And the other one that I really liked that I did have today was Tim Hortons coffee. So that's gonna be like my higher end coffee. Obviously, in an ideal world, I'd like to get back in my trading coffee company with all right, with the heck was it, like Nebula and all those that I did videos on. So this one shop has Cafe Caribbean, Cafe Supremo, which was the other one I was thinking of. It's Via Roma. They got S&W Premium Coffee and then Premium Roasters. So it's S&W, like the beans that they have, like the fake beans and all that. They make coffee too. Yeah, alright, so good. I did find my Italian one. So I like to mix it up with like some like Cuban slash Latin coffees. Like my darker espresso roast. For like my medium roast, I like the Kirkland, and so that would basically replace Folgers. Like I like it better than Folgers. And then hopefully the Cafe Caribbean will replace Cafe Pastella, which I like, but it's strong, put it that way. So hopefully this one's still flavorful and in that category. So Cafe Pastella is in the same company as Folgers, and it's under the company Smuckers, the peanut butter and jelly stuff. So they're a little bit more expensive, stock wise and price wise. So a little bit about Via Roma. They're Italian espresso with more traditional espresso drinkers. Via Roma is traditional Italian espresso, darkly roasted and ground fine to bring out the rich, robust flavor of the beans. And they come in K-cups, Keurig, instant jars, and vacuum packs. So I did get the instant coffee of the Via Roma. So work sometimes gets too crazy to make another pot of coffee at work, and instead of bringing the whole thing in, we do have access to those 5-gallon water things. They got the boiling hot water on it. So I'm gonna try that out. Especially since I'll be moving in a new position, so I won't be able to make the coffee like that all the time. So I'll be able to take a quick break, make some instant coffee. I used to love instant coffee. Not like prefer it, but like when I'm at work, give me a little extra boost. And then the Cafe Supremo, don't know nothing about. So it's a Spanish style espresso, rich in flavor, depth of character, dark roast beans, showcases the full taste of this dark roast. A special espresso blend, Cafe Supremo targets espresso drinker of all backgrounds and tastes. So I got a jar of that. And then the last one is the Cafe Caribe. It's a dark roast espresso blend with the Latin taste in mind. So it's been meeting needs of an increasing Hispanic market for over 50 years. So it's available in regular and decaf, packaged in vacuum packed cans, bricks, and instant jars. So I got a brick of that to take to work, or actually probably gonna use that for my cold brew. And then the big jar used to making the coffee maker. When I need an extra boost. And like I said, for the work week with my wife and me drinking coffee now, we'll be exclusively using the Kirkland medium. And then if I do want to get another dark roast that's not as dark as espresso, I'm gonna go back to the Tim Hortons dark roast. The medium roast was okay, but I like the Kirkland medium roast better. But I'm ranting on coffee, sorry. Yeah. So to sum it all up, medium roast Kirkland. If I want to do dark roast or go out and get coffee, the Tim Hortons. You can get them online on the coffee holding site, or you can get them at Walmart online. I mean, Amazon online for the S&W. Walmart, I only saw those three: the Cafe Supremo, the Cafe Caribe, and the Via Roma. Yeah, so like I said, I've had the Kirkland, the Tim Hortons already. Now these three are going to be brand new to me. Tomorrow morning I'm going to try the Cafe Caribe and see how that is. And if it's too strong, if I don't like it, I'll bring it to work, and that'll be I'll be forced to use it at work. And yeah, so excited for coffee. That's like one of my go-tos every morning. I'll sit out in the morning, have my coffee, smoke a pipe or cigar, do my morning meditation. Time, and it gives me a reason to wake up early in the morning. So normally I get up at like 6:30 and rushing to work. I get up at 5, get my coffee, be outside, my coffee by 5:30. It's a good day. Get an hour or 40 minutes to sit down and relax. which I would never think I would be doing, like working at 7 a.m. My whole life I've been on second shift, like working 3 to 11. So now that's last, what, 2 years now I've been on day shift. Yeah, I don't bother with decaf either. Like, we have at our meetings on Monday night, late night, they have half decaf, half regular. I just drink it out of habit, but yeah, it's doesn't do nothing for me. Oh, I'm not. Trust me, I am not. I am just blessed to be on day shift. It just took so long to get here. No, I love day shift, especially in this company. It's the best place I could be. Like, the other shifts obviously have more overtime, but you're not on day shift with overtime. You're there for the regular, as I call it, the regular schedule programming. Actually get home and do stuff. Lately, I've been like up and down with having like a head cold, and before that, I had the flu, like a mild flu. Just regular aches and pains of life. So, but like I said, being on day shift, it's like a blessing that I'm finally getting used to it. It's just so weird being off work. I know I was a dentist today, and lots of things I should have taken care of when I was younger, but I thought, never thought I had to get all these tooth pulled because of, like, the major problem was from getting my teeth knocked out when I was younger, and not having good dental work, so all the root canals collapsed and all that stuff. But luckily, our insurance is, I'm sure it's junk for dental, but luckily we have the HSA that we can use that to pay for this Temple student dentistry. Yeah, so that's a long summary of the last couple weeks, and looking forward to this house hunting on Sunday. Um, Not having any expectations. I just know I like the neighborhood and the yard's nice. House looks nice from the outside, but the last house we checked out looked great from the outside, but it was um, so much work to actually live in it. So I don't know if I talked about it last time. We were so excited that it was cheap. Um, we had we're gonna get approved to get the work done ahead of time, but after talking to people and doing the math, it was way more than the 20,000 that we're gonna be getting for the to help with the work. It was like more like 60 to 80,000. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of interior work. Like it had no appliances either, like in the kitchen, and it was a smaller kitchen. So this next one we're checking out, I believe it had a. So I have no clue what this. I'm just gonna call by towns because I'll confuse you guys. So the Maple Shade House on Sunday. Can't remember if it shows the bedrooms or not, but pretty much the interior is surprise. Does have a carport on the side, and a lot of the neighborhood houses in the neighborhood, like they did a lot of work on them. Yeah, so that was another no go for us. Like originally, if that was the only thing, just carpets, paint, and appliances, we'd be okay. But then we found by accident I was looking up in the bedroom in the middle of the floor. It looks like one of those vents, the heating vents, um, fell through. And instead of fixing it, they just threw a carpet on top of it. So at first, it looks like they just shut it, and then after stepping on it, it sunk through. So that would have to get replaced and fixed. And then turns out they had the water off because the tenants before the pipe broke and they never got fixed. They somehow were just living without running water. So don't get me wrong, like if we had the money we'd probably get it fixed. It's in a beautiful neighborhood, really close to everybody, like a half a mile from her dad's house, and right by my friend's house, two of Bridget's friend's house, and it was going for like 100,000 under market. Well, like I said, it was like 20,000 to fix. Um, we could have got it done, but like I said, it was like close to 80,000. We don't have 60,000 laying around to fix all that stuff before we can move in. So, positive thing was the outside is beautiful, nice yard. The third floor bedroom, like a master bedroom, that was pristine. But second floor need new carpets and redo the whole bathroom. And the pipes, like I said, so would need a whole new ceiling, like not new ceiling, but new plank in the ceiling, and if it was rotted out, it would even need more work. And then the basement would have to be finished. It was the dirt basement, but it had oil heat. It had the knob and tube that we didn't know if it was connected or not because they had the regular electric too. So it was all these things kept adding up, and finally we're like, a realtor said, yeah, probably better to look elsewhere. So yeah, so we're thinking about it, and the line of credit we could have got for Home Depot or Lowe's would have been not enough. So like I said, we're moving on to this next house. Hopefully that goes good. And then the Palmyra house up here looked perfect, except the backyard leads up to the public works. So we are about 3 blocks away from that house here, and I don't notice the smell, but like I said, we're by the river, so it could be the river masking it. What's up, Todd? Yeah, we like the wood floors with the air rugs too. So Todd, today we got low cologne, nice coffee, cranberry cologne. So the dry down is just a nice creamy amber, little cranberry and leather. I was talking about coffee. Cigar today is the new Wolfman from this year. They're a little bit bigger this year, by Tatiana. So I did look it up, and Patrick is right. It is an off-brand of my father's cigars. So check out your local cigar shop. They have them in stock now. So I do have one of these for Halloween saved. I do want to see if they have the TNT cigars again. Looks like a small 5-pack of dynamite. So I'm gonna be looking out for them. And that's it for my cigars this month. I was mentioning Tatawahi. I will never remember that, Patrick. I'm bad with pronouncing names. I'm lucky I know how to say Patrick and Todd. So I have to use caution. My son is sleeping. So if he does wake up, I gotta go out and grab him. I'll put the cigar down, have him on for like a minute or two, depending on his mood. And my wife is away right now at a church event. They have Blessing of the Pets. So once a year, the priest comes out and blesses our pets. Dogs, cats, whatever you want to bring. I wanted to go to the, but I was at the dentist this morning. And yeah, it was, I got this tooth, Jacob is July, August. He's gonna be 2 years and 3 months this month. On the 11th, he'll be 2 years and 3 months. He is a smart little boy. He's almost using sentences now. He's very alert of everything. He will tell you if you're not doing something right. I was puffing away on this. That's how I know it's a good cigar. I'm gonna have to put the light on real quick. Oh, nice, Patrick. Yeah, that's what they do. My wife works at the church now. There we go, got some light on. I got these cool spotlights from my yard sale. I put these bug light bulbs in them. So it's a bright light, and then it's got a ultraviolet inside. So you can actually, I'll show you. So you can switch the settings. I'm not going to blind you with the actual light. And then you put on the regular one, and it's the blue light with the UV bulb. There's not too many bugs around here. So I got the Venus flytrap. Actually, he's doing pretty good too. The other potter plant almost died out. Now he's starting to come back. I'm gonna have to bring them soon, but they're pretty resilient. So we're at this flower show in the summer, and we had these little gnats in the kitchen. Yeah, I'll show you. It's pretty cool. This guy is dying, but he's coming back now. Yeah, so the Venus flytrap is definitely better investment if you want very little maintenance on them. I just, and they have them at your like hardware stores and everything. But like I said, we were at the Philadelphia Flower Show this summer and picked up these two. They're doing a good job in the kitchen with the little flies, but then got out of control. So we got one of those UV lights, and that did the trick. We had some of those little fly things that like hang from the ceiling, the tape rolls, which works good too, but doesn't look good. So now, definitely a medium to full cigar, more like the medium, high-end medium cigar. This flavor is fantastic. It's nice and earthy. Try and think of which one it would taste like. The RH has nice earthiness to it. Almost too strong to RH, but it's not spicy. It's like more creamy and earthy. Yes, yeah, the UV lights are amazing. Like it killed the problem right away. We have the apartment here, so it's like right on the corner, which is good, but then it's right where the pipe drains, so every once in a while we get like little bugs inside, the little gnats, nothing crazy. So that fixed up What's up, Donnie? Welcome back. I was enjoying the cigar, talking a lot about different coffees that I've been literally investing in the stock market, and figured I might as well try them out if I'm gonna be buying shares of it. So without getting into too much, I invested in Coffee Holding Company and another company that has Tim Horton. Alright, so Sacred Heart Riverton is Bridget. Alright, so I'll talk a little bit about it then. You can get these at ShopRite, Walmart. It's almost like Cafe Bustelo, but it's Cafe Caribe. That's the one that I'm going to try out tomorrow. It comes in like a yellow brick. I could show you this bottle, right? So it's Cafe Caribe. It's a Latin coffee. Whoa. Todd's here somewhere, yeah. And then these other ones I haven't heard of, but I figured if they're available, I'd get them too, so they're in the mail. It's Cafe Supremo, which is a Spanish blend. And then Via Roma, which is an Italian blend. Oh, there's Mama Bear. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, see if you can find the Cafe Caribe. I was able to find it at ShopRite, Patrick. Maybe you could try it before I do. And then the Via Roma looked interesting, but they only had what's it called? They only had the instant coffee, so I figure I'd try out the 3 different types of coffee. I like the drip coffee. We got Kirkland from Costco, Kirkland medium blend. That was phenomenal. So we got 2 bags of that now. And then I wanted to pick up a bag of Tim Hortons. Yeah, I did crash. Yeah, the one that you should probably definitely find is Cafe Supremo. And then they had 2 other ones in the company that I wanted to try if I could find them. S&W Premium, which is the same as the coffee beans, not coffee beans, the baked beans and vegetables and stuff brand. And they make their own coffee. And then Premier Roasters, I don't know much about that. Let me see what it says. Premier Roasters are Arabic coffee beans, and they're available in medium roast, light roast, dark roast, breakfast blend, donut shop, and French roast. They're more like the restaurant, diner coffees. I'm gonna keep an eye out for them. And then S&W was founded in 1921. And they offer the most. They got everything from Colombian to Kona, the premium, Swiss water, special roast, French roast, El Clasico, hazelnut, French vanilla, and Colombian. To name a couple of them. So like I said, I was in the market to try different coffees anyway. Yeah, exactly. So I get a little background how I came to these. Um, I had the 401k investments. It was on auto, and then I found out I could manually pick stocks and stuff like based on um, what I wanted. So that's where Costco comes in. I'm investing lots of shares in Costco, so I figured I'd help myself out. So that's where Costco came, and then um, I wanted a cheaper stock that invests in coffee. So Coffee Holdings came up, and I looked it up, and I saw there's some available in my local supermarket, so I'm gonna be trying them out this weekend. And then another company that just came down to New Jersey is Tim Hortons. Like I've had them when I went up to Buffalo. I like their coffee. I tried their dark roast, just plain. I like that one. So I could get bags of that here. I did have one specialty latte for the season. I had a caramel apple latte, iced latte, which was delicious. So I wanted to invest in Starbucks, which was crazy expensive for a stock of like over $100. And I'm not at that point in my investing yet because I can't transfer from the 401k. I can only do the cash option. So what I could do was the coffee roasting for like $3 a share. So I just got a bunch of shares of that. And I believe the company called RBI, like Restaurant Brand Incorporated or something like that. So they have Tim Hortons, Burger King, Firehouse Subs, and Popeyes. which makes sense because the Tim Hortons and Popeyes just opened up right around here. Makes sense that it's the same company, same parent company. So originally, before that, I had Dr. Pepper Keurig, which was doing okay, but I never drink that stuff. Like I don't have a Keurig, I have an espresso. I was looking at espresso stocks, and they're just as much as Starbucks. Oh, well, good thing she came home. Yeah, so like I said, I've had the Tim Hortons, I had the Kirkland, so now I'm gonna be trying these three new coffees. So hopefully I have enough energy tomorrow to do a quick short on the Cafe Kirby. And then next week I'll be getting the other two companies in the mail. So they are available at Walmart, just not my Walmart. So you can get them delivered, and the other companies you can get on Amazon, but a little at a time here. So going to spark this up and finish it. And I figured it'd be perfect to pair my coffee cologne. So it's like a unplanned Latin style coffee video. The only thing that's missing is coffee in the cigar, but it's like earthy and definitely tasted like roasted marshmallows or like roasted coffee right off the start. I've been using this because I've been too lazy to clean out my yeah, I love their coffee. Like their straight medium roast is phenomenal. It's like so much better than Folgers to me. Yeah, YouTube not signing. Well, like I said, you can still find Tim Hortons and like ShopRite, Acme, and all that. And I had just for the heck of it, a croissant breakfast sandwich from Tim Hortons. It's pretty good. Like obviously, it's not the coffee is close to Starbucks, but not quite there. But I do like them better than Dunkin' Donuts. I could do that. I wasn't even thinking. Let's see. You know what, Patrick? You're full of great ideas. Thanks, Patrick. So I had my cigar holder, but I had to clean it out. So I just cleaned this pipe out because I was gonna smoke it tonight, but I figured break out the Wolfman's beginning of October. There's already Halloween stuff out, so why not? Oh wow, that's even better than smoking the cigar, like straight. Yeah, so that's my coffee talk for now. Like I said, at first I was like just looking at the prices and of the coffee stocks, and just trying to make money quick. But then I'm like, why don't I just try these coffees I enjoy, like the Costco one? And we go there for diapers and get the Costco brand anyway, Kirkland. Nice pod. Yeah, what's the name? Randy got me this one. Yeah, so last month or two I was all over the place picking different stocks, like based on like if they're supposed to go up or down or not. But I switched over to just, well, I just invest in what I get anyway, with the exception of the coffee holdings, which is totally new to me. But it's right in that same category as Cafe Pastella and La Lavazza. So fingers are crossed that I do like the Cafe Caribe. And the other two, Cafe Supremo, which is that Spanish one that I'm looking forward to. I don't think I've really had too many Spanish coffees. And then the Italian one, if I like that, I'll be happy. So then I'll have 5 different coffees that I'll bounce back at. Because it was getting crazy, like trying Folgers and 8 o'clock. I like that one a lot. Um, and then the Chuck Full Nuts we tried for a couple weeks and just wasn't a fan. It's La Lavazza, not Lavazza. Yeah, I like the Lavazza. They're fantastic. But like I said, they're expensive too. But I like using the Lavazza Classico for my mocha pot. That is phenomenal. That got just enough Robusto beans in there to make it different and more creamy for the espresso. So now I got coffee for my pour over, coffee for the drip coffee, and now my mocha pot coffee. I like to change it up every once in a while, but pretty much on a routine now. So what happened was I used to have the Nespresso pods, and that got carried away between the price of it and having all that trash from those pods. Like at first we used to send them back in those bags, but then that became too much. So I'd rather just have one big tin or bag, just throw out or reuse and be done with. Yeah, so what we're just talking about, we have new neighbors upstairs, about 2 months now, and we've been living here for what, 4 years now, and never had a problem with our upstairs neighbors. For some reason, it feels like they're stomping around or running around the whole time, 24/7. Like, not to be mean, but it's like two families are living here. Two people moved in with a kid, and now it's like 8, 9 different people we've seen up there, like living there, not just visiting. Which is fine. Like we thought at first, like, hey, you got a new place, they're happy, partying. the one night it was like way past 10 o'clock, almost 11, outside on the right above me on the balcony. Like, they got the recycling can up there, which is fine, but then all you hear is like beer bottles clinging the whole night, which I could deal with. But then it's like in and out of the sliding door. It's like slamming it, open, shut, open, shut. So Bridget and Jacob were trying to sleep, so I just came out and was like, "Yo, calm down." I didn't say calm down. I said, "You quiet down, guys. Like, our son's trying to go to sleep here." And they just looked at me. I'm like, "Yeah, you got neighbors. I guess they're not used to having neighbors." And it's not just us. The neighbors next to us, like across from us and up, they all hear them too. And then they have their music outside blasting. So I don't like to be, I like to give people time, really patient, but I finally snapped on them. I was like, I can't. And then another thing that really got me is we have free water here, and it's like constantly doing laundry, which is fine, but then after a while, like, our uh, washer and dryer are right below theirs, so we leave stuff in the dryer. After a couple times a day, the water starts leaking into our dryer, like overflowing. So it's like we just do our load of laundry and then we don't get to it right away and get wet. And the same thing happened with in our shower. The pipe went in there. All right, Todd. Thanks for jumping in. So yesterday I went to take a shower and I got one of those fancy rain shower ones, square shower heads with the LED lights in it. And all of a sudden, like, water was shooting out of the sides. I'm like, what's going on? And then I took it off and put more Teflon tape on, and turns out it wasn't the shower head, it was the pipe, inside pipe, like, with the water off, was still leaking into it. So I ended up bursting out my shower head. So I had to put the original shower head back on. Now it still has a slow leak to it. So I'm like, like, what's the name? Like Patrick said, it's a sign from heaven. What's up? What's up, Cosmo? I'm trying to spray myself in my face. It's for you, Cosmo. Some nice coffee, cranberry. Stuff's fantastic. It's got a little bit of red ginger. Smoking down my Halloween cigar. It's the Wolfman Monster Series by Tatooine. Patrick gave me the good idea of finishing my cigar in my pipe. So at the dentist again today. Got the final tooth done. So now I got a mold, so I can get my bridge. So good news, like, originally my front teeth, we weren't sure if I was gonna have to get a partial or a bridge. Like, they ruled out a bridge at first, but the doctor on staff did a reevaluation and so I could get a double bridge, so I won't have to worry about it taking it out at night. So if anyone in the future needs dental work, highly advise have enough money to get implants. On bridge and partial dentures, just scary sounding. Yeah, be rich, have good dental insurance. But that was a big relief because I thought I was gonna have to have partial on my front teeth, which I would have dealt with. Yeah, that's another thing. Make sure you take care of your teeth. Don't be like don't be like us. Like I know people tell you all the time, like take care of your teeth. You don't want to have to be in your 40s, 50s, finally get to your dental work because I've been doing this dental work since February and it's still not over yet. So full rundown, now that everything is anchored and fixed, the teeth I do have, gonna need the double bridge and then a partial here, a bridge here, and another partial here. I'm still gonna need the partial eventually. So probably get away with just the bridge and the partial on the bottom. But right now, gonna work on one thing at a time. Because I might have to wait the other ones until the springtime when we get our rebate back. But the good thing about the student dentistry, like you do half payments. They do half first, and then when they're done, you do the other half. But it could have been a lot worse money-wise. Instead of spending like over 30,000 for my teeth, it's gonna be like 5,000 for the whole thing. Well, like I said, it's not all at once, and each procedure is like half at a time. There's Mr. Jacob. Yeah, so November 22nd, I go back and start the bridge. And to be fair, I could have got it done a lot more faster, but I ran out of sick time and vacation time, so now I'm using personal no pay days. So I gotta wait 45 days in between for those points to go away. So even though I was off today, I didn't get paid. I'll be off Monday also for the golf tournament, which was lack of planning on my part for having saved a vacation day, but I did work overtime last week to cover this week, but next week I have to be careful on my spending. I know Bridget's really good at it, and I gotta work on it. Yeah, so I'm thinking after I get this bridge done, that's it until after the holidays, because that's going to be an expensive couple months. But on the positive side, should be some overtime coming up since I'm in a new position. I'll be higher seniority, higher position to get overtime. Maybe have to work a couple of Saturdays, which I hate doing, working on weekend. I can come in at 3 in the morning some days. Especially since one of the guys just went out on disability on third shift, so I hate working 12 hours a day. Let me rephrase that. I don't mind working 12 hours a day. It's just from 3 in the morning to 3 p.m. is a little rough. Back 5, 10 years ago, I used to do like nothing. Even like what? I started 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I had no problem doing overtime. Trying to get the cigar started up. Here it goes. Yeah, so if you're gonna get any of the Monster Series cigars, highly recommend Wolfman. I remember last year I loved this one. They came out with the full size cigars now. This is a lot more enjoyable than the minis I got last year. And I got all the work done on this side, so I could actually clench a pipe now, which is without pain. But as you can see, it's still like unstable. Yeah, so double birthday party this weekend. My brother, my second cousin, and then Monday got the golf outing. So busy weekend. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Pretty much done now. I didn't eat dinner yet, so we gotta figure that out still. Yeah, cigar is pretty much done. I'll update everybody about that Room 101 cigar and the coffees this weekend. And yeah, gotta get back into doing little short videos, little shorts. And then I'll update you guys about the house next live, next Friday. Don't have a theme yet for next Friday. Most likely gonna be some pipe tobacco now. I'll bring out some of my fall Halloween tobaccos. I got my candy corn, all kinds of fun fall and Halloween tobacco. So that's what I'll do next week. I'll start this theme going until Halloween, and gotta dig out my holiday tobaccos. So I don't have a local roaster. So what I have been doing, I was talking a little bit in the beginning how I started switching some of my stocks into coffee. So there's one coffee company It's called Coffee Holding Company, and they have different coffees like Coffee Supremo, Coffee Caribe, S&W Premium, Premium Roasters, and Viva Aroma. So they're almost like Cafe Bustelo, like type coffees, espresso roasts and Italian roast and Spanish roast. They're a little bit more affordable. Like you're gonna be drinking coffee every day, and then we got coffee from Costco, the Kirkland brand, which surprised me and my wife. It's really good. Um, we do have local roasters. We have right over the bridge, like 5 miles away. We have got the name of it. Uh, they make this one coffee called Nebula. It's really good. We have another coffee company. Uh, they do this coffee blend El Presidente. Got the name of that one. But there's like 5 or 6 roasters within 10 miles too. They have Everyday Joe coffee roaster. Yeah, there's a couple of them. But then also Tim Hortons I invested in. So I had some Tim Hortons today. I had their um, caramel coffee latte. That sounds good. The pecan bourbon. I'm not too much into flavored coffees. Like if I do have flavored coffee, I would have like a latte, like a specialty drink. I've tried different types of flavored coffee, but I just like a straight dark roast or like a nice medium roast. I love my espresso roast coffees. Um, yeah, so keep updated this weekend. I'm going to try the Cafe Caribe. I'll show you what it looks like on the screen. A little sneak peek. So I'm trying this one this weekend. Tomorrow, actually. Yeah, so bourbon pecan sounds nice though. So I won't lie, I do like some flavor coffees, like especially around this time of year. Like anything pecan, like blueberry, like pumpkin spice coffee. I do like that kind of stuff. But I prefer like daily coffee, like just to be like a nice medium or dark roast. But yeah, it's time for me to go in. I'm getting hungry. So thank you all for watching. Like always, peace out, guys. Love you all. God bless.